Good morning or afternoon, depending on where you are. My name is Natalie B. Jones, and I am the chair of the 2024-2025 Nominating Committee. We want to thank you for joining us for the 2025 Candidates Town Hall and Meet and Greet. During today's Town Hall, candidates will have an opportunity to present their speeches to the AORN membership. Thank you again for joining us. At the end of the speeches, candidates will be sent into their break rooms where members will have an opportunity to ask questions of the candidates and learn more about them. This call is being recorded and all lines have been muted. The AORN Nominating Committee and AORN staff will be helping to monitor and respond to the Q&A tab. Please type any questions or comments that you have in the Q&A tab. Our continued goal as the nominating committee is the success of our professional organization and you as a candidate of AORN. We are here to support you throughout the entire candidate process. Do not forget the aspect of time. Once you reach your time, your microphone will be muted. Lisa Wyatt will serve as our timekeeper. I would now like to introduce the members of this year's nominating committee. Myself, Natalie B. Jones, Chair, Jerry Ascension, Roderick D. McArdle, Melanie Perry, Stella Yao, Liz Pincus as our advisor, Lisa Wyatt, our staff liaison, and Linda Groh, AORN's Emeritus CEO and Executive Director. Also, we welcome David Wyatt, AORN's new CEO and Executive Director. Voting will open on March the 5th, 2025, and will end at midnight Eastern Standard Time on April the 7th, 2025. Please encourage all members to vote. The election results will be announced on April the 8th at the 2025 AORN Global Surgical Conference and Expo in Boston during the House of Delegates. Candidates for the nominating committee will now be presented by Jerry Ascension.
Thank you, Natalie. Candidates for nominating committee will have 3 minutes to present their speech. At this time, I will introduce Erica Basora. Erica, you may begin.
Good afternoon. My name is Erica Basora, and I am honored to be a candidate for the nominating committee. As a perioperative nurse, I use my voice, driven by a deep passion for supporting and elevating others in our profession. Our field is constantly evolving, and with that comes a responsibility to cultivate strong, compassionate leaders who can guide us forward. Over the past 9 years in perioperative nursing, I've had the honor of meeting and getting to know AORN leaders across the country. I believe in identifying future leaders who will bring diverse perspectives, innovative ideas, and a steadfast commitment to patient safety. Transitioning into nursing as a second career taught me the importance of adaptation, collaboration, and the power of using my voice to say yes when an opportunity to lead presented itself. My journey into perioperative nursing has shaped who I am as a leader, and AORN has helped me learn the power of using my voice. John Quincy Adams once said, if your actions inspire others to dream more, learn more, do more, and become more, you are a leader. This is the kind of leadership I believe in. Leaders who act with integrity, embrace innovation, and inspire growth in those around them. When elected, I will use my voice to select leaders that support and cultivate innovation within our community. The work of the nominating committee is both a privilege and a responsibility, When elected, I am committed to identifying and encouraging emerging leaders who could bring fresh perspectives to our organization, promoting diversity and inclusivity to ensure our ballot reflects the wide range of experiences and voices in our profession, supporting and mentoring candidates, helping them step into leadership roles with confidence and purpose. Finally, inspiring member engagement, encouraging every member to use their voice by participating in our annual election. Last year, less than 10% of our membership voted. Your vote is your voice, and it is your power to shape the future of our profession. I encourage you not only to vote and use your voice, but to inspire your colleagues to do the same. Together, we can make a meaningful impact. I am Erica Besora, and I humbly ask for your support and your vote. Let's come together to elevate our practice, choose leaders who reflect our values, and continue to push our profession forward. Thank you for your time, your dedication to perioperative nursing, and your belief in the power of using your voice. Thank you.
At this time, I will introduce Richard Doherty. Richard, you may begin.
What, who, and how? What are we doing here today? We all want to elect a nominating committee that can continue to bring forward leaders for our organization, committed to improving quality and safety for both patients and nurses. That requires vision and ability. So who am I? And what is my vision and ability? I am Nurse Richard Doherty, on your ballot for nominating committee member. My vision understands that we are a clinical specialty, and therefore we need to ensure clinical nurses are in our leadership. My vision is born of the understanding that the scientific evidence confirms a diverse workforce does better at caring for everyone. By including all voices, we bring and build a stronger opportunity for our organizations and our profession. And that all of us deserve a fair chance, even if the lights are not designed to shine on us personally or individually. You've heard my vision, my ability. My origin story is in the ortho service line, mostly pediatric. I've been a mentor, a board member, preceptor, now as a nursing professor, nurse scientist. I have been supporting and promoting nurses for my entire career. I promise to help elevate our membership onto the ballot, not just based on what they have done, but what they can do in the future. How? I will pledge to bring you a ballot of nurses that you can be excited to vote for. Nurses with a passion for perioperative nursing and nursing as a profession. Nurses that will listen and act on members' needs. Thank you. I am Richard Doherty, and I would be honored to serve you and our organization as a nominating committee member.
At this time, I will introduce Michelle L. Griffin. Michelle, you may begin.
Hello, my name is Michelle Griffin, and I am running for one of the 2 slots as a National Nominating Committee member of AORN. I am immensely elated and honored to be nominated for this position with AORN. I am a genuinely dedicated nurse who provides my best in all that I do, not only to my patients, but also to my coworkers and fellow nurses. I want to be more involved in best practices for perioperative nursing and support the vision and mission of AORN by being a part of the nominating committee. As an advocate for nurses worldwide, I want to be their voice in helping to shape the future of nursing. We should recruit new members and expand our membership, engage our current members, and encourage them to utilize their talents and support one another. As a member of the nominating committee, my vision would be to collaborate with the members and identify future leaders to help nurture the values of nursing and safe practices. I am very grateful for this esteemed opportunity to serve nurses and share their input, as they deserve to be heard. As a recipient of the AORN Foundation Scholarship, I know how AORN gives back and helps you pursue your dreams and further your career. Being a member of such a wonderful and prestigious organization that actively listens and responds to your needs is just one example of how AORN cares for and supports its members. I would love the opportunity to give back just as they gave me. With my dedication, ambition, and compassion, I look forward to collaborating with committee members and continuing to make positive changes and nurture the direction of AORN in support of the role of perioperative nurses. As nurses working together we rise. Thank you very much for your support, time, and attention to listening. Please make a difference, vote, and encourage others to vote. I humbly ask that you support my campaign and vote for me as your 2025-26 nominating committee member of AORN. With gratitude and respect, good day and thank you.
At this time, I will introduce Jamison Hutch. Jamison, you may begin.
Good morning, AORN members, and thank you for your time. My name is Jamison Hatch, a candidate for AORN Nominating Committee living in Anchorage, Alaska. Over the course of my 15 years in perioperative nursing, I have worked as staff and as a traveler, served enthusiastically in leadership, expanded knowledge as an educator, and am now supporting my surgeons and staff as an RNFA. I have had the opportunity to work across the US in some amazing and not so amazing hospitals, but regardless of the location, the constant theme that ties each and every one of them together is their staff. You, my fellow RNs, along with incredible scrub techs and ancillary staff in the unit. You are the ones who hold it all together. You are the ones who work tirelessly day after day, making sure our patients are safe while juggling multiple responsibilities, trying to make sure turnovers are quick, charting is complete, and don't forget your timeout audits. You manage the pressure and the challenges seamlessly. Some days it seems like the stars align, everything runs smoothly, and we call it a good day. Some days everything and anything that could go wrong does, making you want to throw in the towel. And we all know which room is empty should you need to cry and regroup. You may be saying, what does all of this have to do with being a nominating committee candidate? And to answer that, I would say this: you are who I am looking for. You are who I want to be able to present as a potential candidate and future leader for AORN. The ones who teach with joy, patience, and a willing smile. The ones who lead, coach, and guide tirelessly. The ones who come up with the creative ways to make an impossible surgery possible. The ones who offer more quiet support on the unit, but everyone knows they are the go-to person for policies, procedures, and standards. The ones who are not afraid to stand up for their peers when strong personalities and competing priorities inevitably clash. The ones who are not afraid to advocate for what is best for their patients, even if it may not be the popular opinion. It is going to take all kinds of perioperative nurses to continue the forward momentum of AORN. From those who have the history, respect from their surgeons and peers, and the knowledge to pass on to those who are just starting, to the newbies to whom the OR is an amazing, awe-inspiring, albeit sometimes scary place. To be successful, we need the people at the table to be a beautiful, dynamic, knowledgeable collection of minds from our ORs. I want to be the person who takes on the responsibility of bringing forward strong candidates that excite you because of their passion for their roles and what they do. Candidates who are reverent and respectful, intentionally mindful about our past and how that has shaped the present and will hopefully guide the future. I believe my 15-year perioperative journey has led me to this junction where my skills and experience can combine with my passion and resilience to serve you, You are the foundation for all that the OR is built on and the blueprint of what is to come. Thank you for your time.
At this time, I will introduce Joanne Wick. Joanne, you may begin.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for the opportunity to speak with you today. My name is Joanne Moiko, and I'm truly honored to be a candidate for the nominating committee. I'm a wife, a mom of 3, Filipino-American scientist, and of course, a perioperative nurse. I am a firm believer and advocate of the idea that perioperative nurses are essential to shaping the way healthcare organizations and professionals view our profession. A key part of this is ensuring that perioperative nurses are involved at every level as decision makers and change agents to inform the future of our practice. As an active AORN member, I have worked to amplify and acknowledge the voices of perioperative nurses. My passion is about demonstrating the value of perioperative nursing and highlighting why what we do is so vital to the success of our patients. My work on various national and local AORN committees and specialty assemblies have allowed me to connect with perioperative nurses at every level. I've worked side by side with colleagues to explore racism in perioperative nursing, develop resources for periop educators, and advocate for smoke evacuation legislation to protect Texas perioperative nurses. As a nurse scientist, I work to connect the science of perioperative nursing and what we do with the care we provide in the OR. And in all of this, and most importantly, I've always brought new voices and ideas along with me to the table. I continue to believe that the nominating committee plays a much larger role than just putting together the slate of candidates. I see the nominating committee as the platform that encourages perioperative nurses to collaborate, problem solve, initiate change, and implement innovative solutions that positively impact our practice and our profession. And this is an opportunity for us to be innovative with that invitation, whether through creating member think tanks on local and regional levels, for AORN members to voice their ideas and needs, or going on member engagement roadshows. It's imperative that we meet the members where they are at and offer the invitation in as many ways as possible. We have to identify whose voice or idea is missing and who is not represented at the table. Each person currently on board had the door open for them because another perioperative nurse saw their potential to positively change and grow AORN. It is our responsibility to ensure the future success and growth of this organization by continuing to freely open those doors for others. In closing, I'm truly grateful to be able to be on the ballot with all of these amazing perioperative nurses who do amazing things every day. I encourage you to learn more about each candidate and what they offer, and I hope that you believe that I too can bring something special to the table. Again, my name is Joanne Moiko, and I humbly ask for your vote to serve you as a member of the nominating committee. Thank you for your time and have a wonderful day.
Candidates for the Board of Directors will be presented by Roderick McArdle.
Thank you, Jerry. Candidates for Board of Directors will have 3 minutes to present their speech. At this time, I will introduce Leanne Bartlett. Lee, you may begin.
Hello, I am Leanne Bartlett, and I am honored to be a candidate for the Board of Directors. While considering this role, I took a deep dive into the roles and responsibilities of the board and reflected on my education, experience, and passion. And a phrase from John Maxwell kept coming to mind: you have to live it before you can lead it. And so I asked myself, have you lived it? And my answer is absolutely. I have dedicated my nursing career to perioperative nursing. I have worked as a perioperative nurse and nurse leader for the majority of my 29 years as a nurse, and have served in various roles at the local, state, and national levels of AORN. My passion and commitment to lifelong learning and perioperative safety have afforded me to implement Periop 101 programs, achieve the Go Clear Award, participate in legislative initiatives, as well as integrate evidence-based practices. I've successfully managed budgets by being strategic, yet promoting growth and maintaining fiscal responsibility. I've made some tough decisions along the way, but they were necessary decisions for the betterment of our patients, our teams, or organizations. AORN was a vital resource for me as I led an OR service line of a large nonprofit healthcare system through the COVID pandemic. That experience reinforced my belief in AORN's mission and the importance that we have as an association to remain proactive and ready to respond to challenges like these for our members. I believe together we must stay engaged, promoting our profession early in education, fostering lifelong learning, evidence-based practices, and perioperative safety, while growing membership engagement in the grassroots of our organization. Every decision must be strategic and fiscally responsible, while keeping the voice of our members at the forefront. Sound leadership will keep AORN strong, united, and ensure it remains the gold standard for perioperative practice. I am ready to be the member's voice at the table and have the experience, passion, and commitment to make solid decisions. I am Leanne Bartlett, and I would be honored to have your vote for the Board of Directors. Thank you.
At this time, I would like to introduce James J. Bowers. Jay, you may begin.
Good evening, colleagues. Good day, colleagues. Nursing is the most trusted profession. Our nation recognizes the essential role we play. With our dedication and clinical expertise, healthcare systems are more robust. As the most trusted professionals, nurses continue to provide priceless insight and input concerning the future of healthcare. However, this recognition comes when nurses continue to face the pressures associated with multiple demands and the ongoing nursing shortage. The COVID pandemic caused an already bad staffing situation to become worse. Nurses are asking for the same thing before the pandemic. We want a safe work environment and the best quality patient care. Nurses face complex circumstances and manage responsibilities beyond our patients' health. Demands contribute to fatigue, stress, and burnout. Safe nursing practice remains uneven, with wide variations in educational preparations and training. And nursing schools needing more educators, clinical expertise, professional growth, and development. Recognizing these challenges is essential to develop strategies to combat them. With millions of nurses nationwide, there is power in our collective voice. Our voices carry immense weight, and now more than ever, our concerns must be heard within AORN and on the local, state, and federal levels. The complexity of our current practice environments requires critical thinking skills and a strong foundation in the art and science of nursing. I use those skills daily at a large university teaching hospital. Integrity and moral courage are the cornerstones of my nursing leadership. Board leadership must include listening to our members' concerns, seeking your input and your ideas, and prioritizing those needs. We must listen to the chapter's needs and the House of Delegates. The importance of governance and allowing our members time to share their concerns and victories unites and strengthens us all. AORN members must exercise their right to vote. I ask that you carefully consider the candidate's current and past involvement in AORN. My involvement has been long-standing, unwavering, and steadfast. I'm an active member in AORN and in my chapter, a past president and a board member. I have experience on the AORN National Board, which provides a deep understanding and appreciation for governance and how to lead and implement best practice methodologies in our organization. I have volunteered for international mission trips to care for patients in underprivileged countries for over 20 years. I have served on the National Board of Diabetes Camp for over 30 years. When serving on your National Board of Directors, I was honored to be your.
Time has expired.
At this time, I will introduce Sonia Furr. Sonia, you may begin.
Ladies and gentlemen, esteemed colleagues and members of the Association of Perioperative Registered Nurses, AORN, thank you for the opportunity to speak to you today as a candidate for the AORN Board of Directors. My name is Sonia Furr, and I am running for a position on the board because I am passionate about advancing the field of perioperative nursing and ensuring that all perioperative nurses have the resources and support they need to provide the highest quality of care to their patients. I have been a perioperative nurse for 28 years, and during that time, I have seen firsthand the challenges and opportunities that our profession faces and have worked in a variety of settings from same-day surgery centers to large academic medical centers. And I have seen the impact that effective leadership can have on the quality of care that we are able to provide. If elected to the AORN Board of Directors, I will bring a wealth of experience and a deep commitment to advocating for the needs of perioperative nurses. I believe that our profession is at a critical juncture with rapidly evolving technologies, increasing demands for cost-effective care, and a growing emphasis on patient safety and quality outcomes. As a board member, I will work tirelessly to ensure that AORN is at the forefront of these changes, providing members with the tools, resources, and support they need to excel in their roles. I am committed to promoting education and professional development for perioperative nurses, advocating for policies that support safe and effective perioperative care, and fostering a culture of collaboration and innovation within our profession. I believe that by working together, we can overcome the challenges that we face and continue to provide the highest quality of care to our patients. I am honored to have been nominated for this position, and I humbly ask for your support in the upcoming election. Together, we can build a stronger, more vibrant perioperative nursing community, one that is dedicated to excellence, innovation, and the highest standards of patient care. Thank you for your time, and I look forward to the opportunity to serve you on the AORN Board of Directors.
Apologize, I believe I was on mute. At this time, I will introduce Amanda Heitman. Amanda, you may begin.
There's no place like home. I'm sure you may be familiar with this line. Like Dorothy, I'm a farm girl from Kansas who had dreams of a brighter future. I have found in over 20 years of perioperative nursing that this is my home. I, like Dorothy, started on a journey down the yellow brick road of nursing to Oz, or to me, AORN leadership, knowing that it would open opportunities. Working in rural and suburban hospitals, I was fortunate to scrub and circulate and gain experiences in various specialty areas that enhanced my expertise to teach others. I have led and participated in process improvement projects, providing education and principles of evidence-based practice to facilitate practitioners to deliver quality patient care and promote staff safety. Like Scarecrow, I needed my education and my CNOR credentials. Like Tin Man, I was searching for the heart of my nursing profession. For me, it's educating others about perioperative nursing. It was sometimes a difficult road where I met the Wicked Witch and her monkeys, which was all of life's distractions, or even me, myself, thinking I didn't have what it takes. I also met some amazing colleagues and mentors along the way that taught me what being a true leader was all about. And I've had to have courage like Lion to keep moving towards my goals and start my own consulting company to share with others education and resources on safety and best practices. On my journey, I have always had mentors with me like Glenda, allowing me to see what I was searching for was there all along, perioperative nursing and AORN. My goal by sharing this with you is to encourage you to join me and travel the yellow brick road into the future of AORN. I have grown tremendously along my journey, and I feel that my skills as an educator and leader will help me give back to this organization. And I feel that I could advocate for you and your future by being on the board of directors. I want us to focus on our purpose as an organization and in our profession on patient and staff safety, which is what we do every day. The board of directors is responsible for the strategic vision of AORN, and I want to help bring your voices, the practicing perioperative nurses, to the table so we can really address the issues you face as we continue to grow. We are all leaders, and it doesn't matter where we come from. We need to help engage each other to move our organization forward. We need to support all levels of nurses, no matter what your education or background, for the future of AORN. I would be honored to work alongside these leaders to advocate for you on the board of directors. So I'm encouraging all of you to rise together and vote, because AORN members, there's no place like home.
At this time, I will introduce Andrei Ibragimov. Andrei, you may begin.
Good morning, AORN members. I came to US in 2005 to pursue my nursing career. And in 2008, I found AORN, and it became more than a professional organization to me. It became my anchor. No matter where I worked, AORN was there, giving me mentorship, knowledge, and community of support. And it shaped my career, and that's why I'm passionate about ensuring that every perioperative nurse has access to the same opportunities. In my career, I've worked in different organizations in different settings, but one thing has always been the same. I am AORN nurse. AORN connects me to my professional identity, and that is the power of this organization. It gives us place to belong. And yet, we have a challenge. It is engagement. I noticed in my own chapter, 1401, the most engaged members are the ones that attended Expo, and that tells us something huge. Expo is where we create lifelong AORN supporters. And we need to expand access to Expo and ensure more nurses get to attend. When they experience Expo, they stay engaged, and engaged nurses transform this profession. I saw it firsthand at the 2 AORN guideline workshops in the fall, one in Chicago and one in Houston. Both events were sold out, and the energy was electric. The nurses were hungry for learning best practices and communication. And we know why, because seasoned nurses are retiring fast. The expertise that once guided us is disappearing, and the need for mentorship has never been greater. Those events felt like mini expos, and nurses left rejuvenated, inspired, and ready to take that energy back to their teams. I see this knowledge gap in my own work. Running an ambulatory surgery center, it means that I'm scrubbing and circulating and supporting my team. As more procedures move to ambulatory surgery centers, I want to ensure that nurses in these settings are represented at AORN board level and has a voice in shaping our future. So, what is my plan? Number one, expand learning opportunities year-round so nurses do not have to wait to stay engaged. Number two, I want to strengthen chapters. I want to connect leaders from thriving chapters to the ones that need guidance. And number three, I want to make sure that sustainability is part of our culture. If every one of our 44,000 members make a small change, the impact would be massive. I'm not here just to ask for your vote. I'm here to engage with you, to serve, to listen, and to ensure that every perioperative nurse has a place in AORN's future. Thank you for your time, your energy, and your commitment to this profession.
At this time, I would like to introduce Charlie Lynn. Charlie, you may begin.
According to the Chinese zodiac, 2025 is the year of the snake, which symbolizes transformation, rebirth, healing, wisdom, and renewal. It is also a symbol of protection and sacred knowledge. In other cultures, the snake may be viewed as a protector of sacred spaces, much like the sacred space of the OR and our perioperative practice. Our board's mission is to execute the strategic plan of AORN to ensure a healthy, sustainable future for our association. We must continue to identify ways in which to elevate our practice standards while stewarding our financial, clinical, and industry resources to pave the way for the next generation of perioperative nurses through dynamic mentorship, nationally and internationally. As a strong advocate for perioperative nursing and prioritizing patient outcomes, I'm focused on clinical innovation, collaboration, and patient-centered care. With 5 generations in our workplace, we must continue to build our workforce by looking for more ways to develop emerging perioperative nurse leaders by harnessing the wisdom of our legacy nurses that makes us stronger. With the increased usage of AI and large language models, we must incorporate them into our existing guidelines and evidence-based practice standards to prioritize clinical quality in the age of technologic innovation. My role as an academic, perioperative nurse practitioner, and RNFA lends me the experience of being an effective leader and decision maker. I will bring that experience to the boardroom to ensure that we prioritize patient safety and equity, as well as your professional and social well-being. I have integrity, compassion, a future-focused mindset, and the courage to speak up to see that our association continues to promote positive change with you at the heart. It is a privilege to represent AORN as a candidate for the board of directors. You, the member, play a critical role in shaping the future of patient care, advancing clinical excellence, and making surgery safer. My goal is to advocate and elevate your voice in the boardroom when driving critical decisions that shape your professional development, engagement, and clinical practice. AORN is a member-driven organization, and your voice must remain at the forefront. With your support, I'm confident that we can continue to positively impact our perioperative practice, interdisciplinary teams, and the patients that we serve.
At this time, I will introduce Daphne Paniza. Daphne, you may begin.
Simon Sinek said, "Leadership is not about being in charge. It is about taking care of those in your charge." This philosophy resonates deeply with me. As your board member, I will embody this principle by ensuring that every decision made prioritizes the well-being and professional growth of our members. By combining our extensive network, we can build a perioperative world where every member feels safe, supported, inspired, and valued at every level of the perioperative career pathway. AORN, as a premier perioperative nursing organization, has maintained a rich legacy of excellence and safety. Sustaining this legacy requires board members to care for our members by balancing their business acumen with AORN's mission, vision, values, and the continued needs of our members. AORN offers many benefits to our members, such as clinical resources, mentorship, and support. Serving as a chapter president, specialty assembly chair, nominating committee member, and national task force volunteer, I have championed effective communication, collaboration, and innovation while refining my leadership skills. These experiences have shaped me into a clinical expert and leader, empowering members through grassroots collaborations. It is my absolute joy to advocate for you. I will prioritize addressing trends in perioperative practice, including telehealth, advancements in robotic surgery, imaging for precision, and the continued expansion of outpatient settings, which requires extensive safety measures. Together, we will set the tone in embracing these innovations while maintaining collaboration for AORN essentials, safe practice, business efficiency, and member engagement. Global changes will continue to shape healthcare and perioperative practice. Let us boldly reimagine AORN's future of growth and member relevance. Thank you in advance for your vote for me, Daphne Pinessa, for the AORN Board of Directors.
At this time, I will introduce Nikki Washington. Nikki, you may begin.
Hi, everyone. I am Nikki Washington, and today I would like to focus on three main topics, which are perioperative inclusion, nurse burnout, and utilizing leader influence to foster the next generation of nurses. As I talk about perioperative inclusion, I remain very intentional in focusing on the procedure areas and how we can further extend our best practices and guidelines. Having the opportunity to work as a cath lab, in the cath lab as a director and the OR as a nurse as well, I am able to effectually articulate the needs of the staff nurse to key stakeholders. I have a proven track record of creating processes that work by mitigating barriers for OR and procedure area nurses. Now, as I talk about nurse burnout, I would be remiss not to mention the mental health component. Literature suggests that 60% of nurses are burnt out. Now, if we were truly listening to our nurses, we wouldn't need statistics to tell us that. And proof of that was 5 years ago with COVID. I often think about our brothers and sisters in the cath lab and how they witnessed death of patients they were holding candid conversations with, and all of a sudden the patient codes and expires. They are expected to mentally prepare themselves to continue with their workloads. As a board member, I can confidently articulate those needs with our mental health program partners to create guidelines or practice standards for our perioperative nurses collectively. Every day we put on our capes at an attempt to save the world, and in return, we need a safe place to hang our capes and take care of our mental well-being. Now, I would like to segue into my final point, which is utilizing leader influence to foster the next generation of nurses. Currently, organizations are struggling to maintain skilled leaders. They are tasked with sometimes placing inexperienced leaders in positions with no formal training, ultimately perpetuating a revolving door of inappropriate leaders. AORN has a unique platform with Periop 101, and as an organization can emulate it by creating a leadership 101 program for organizations. The leadership 101 model can potentially have a profound impact on an organization's ability to develop and retain top-tier perioperative leaders. As a change agent leader of action, I am committed and dedicated to doing my part by remaining passionate, authentic, resilient, and tenacious as your voice in the boardroom. I humbly ask for your vote. Thank you.
At this time, I will introduce Elizabeth Williams. Elizabeth, you may begin.
Good morning or afternoon, everyone. My name is Elizabeth Williams, and I'm honored to speak with you today as a candidate for the AORN Board of Directors. Like my fellow candidates, AORN is the cornerstone of my practice as an operating room nurse. I have worked in the OR for 12 years at a large academic level 1 trauma center. I'm also a registered nurse first assistant and a lifetime member of AORN. I know that we all share a passion for our profession and uphold the values, mission, and vision of our organization. I too hope to enhance our member engagement and attract more nurses to the perioperative field. I want to improve the experience our members have on the local chapter level and help more nurses see the immense value that a membership with AORN provides. As nurses, we all know that multidisciplinary teams with diverse backgrounds tend to bring powerful movements forward for patient care, legislation, and advancing our profession. I believe wholeheartedly in breaking down barriers, advocating for our patients and our teams, and being a voice for those who may feel unheard. As a nurse leader, I am committed to active listening, supporting, and speaking up for all our OR staff and ancillary support teams. As a member of the board of directors, I would do the same for our members and our profession. Our board of directors is expected to make difficult decisions on how to run a business for a massive professional organization. At the root of it all, AORN is a business. It requires our board to make difficult business decisions that impact the ability of AORN to provide the much-needed resources our members and surgical patients across the globe depend upon. It is crucial that our board members have a business mind and competent understanding of the impact these financial decisions have on our organization. We need to have strong perioperative clinicians who also have experience and knowledge of financial analytics and investments. Colleagues, I have all of this. This is what I bring to the table. As a clinical operations manager for 55 ORs, I have a high-level view and broad perspective of what it takes to keep a huge machine running while also providing excellent care at the bedside. My experience as a circulator, scrub tech, and first assistant keeps me in touch with what our members are experiencing and need help navigating every day. At the end of the day, we all want to ensure every patient receives the highest standard of surgical care. We all want to ensure we promote perioperative nursing in a safe and positive way to refuel our numbers and rejuvenate our colleagues and the spirit of our profession. I don't envy any of us the difficult decision that we have when we place our votes this year. It would be an honor and a privilege to serve as a member of the AORN Board of Directors, and I humbly ask for your support and your vote. Thank you.
Thank you. Candidates for treasurer will be presented by Melanie Perry.
Thank you, Rod. Candidates for treasurer will have 3 minutes to present their speech. At this time, I will introduce Donna Doyle. Donna, you may begin.
Hello, everyone. My name is Donna Doyle, and I am honored to be a candidate for the office of treasurer. Have you thought about your financial health lately? Financial health is not only essential to our personal well-being, including our physical and mental health, but it directly impacts our ability to succeed, both individually and collectively. And this is especially true for AORN. The financial health of the AORN is that foundation that allows us to fulfill our mission, our vision, and our values. It fuels the vital education we provide, the essential programs we deliver, and the evidence-based practice guidelines that empower our members to provide safe patient care. In short, no money, no mission. Our 75 years of success is a testament to the unwavering dedication of our members, our board, and our executive leaders. It reflects our ability to plan strategically for sustainability through initiatives like our policy agenda, our ESG goals, and our DEI priorities. As treasurer, I would be honored to work in tandem with our board and executive leaders to safeguard and continue to grow the financial health of AORN. I bring a wealth of educational and practical experience to the role, including extensive management of large operational and capital budgets, as well as creating strategic growth plans. And I have seen firsthand how sound financial stewardship translates into stronger organizations and provides opportunities to be leaders in our specialty. The mantra of no money, no mission deeply resonates with me. It's more than a phrase. It's a guiding principle to ensure that AORN remains financially healthy and member-focused, to continue to make meaningful impacts to our members and our patients. Thank you for your time, your trust, and your commitment to AORN. I humbly ask for your support and your vote. Thank you.
At this time, I will introduce Laura Gayton. Laura, you may begin.
Laura, we can't hear you.
I'm not able to get on video. It's not letting me.
You're on now. Oh, you just went off. Now you're on.
I'm so sorry. A mentor once told me, don't wait around for someone else to tell your story. Do it yourself. Today, I would like to tell you my story and why I am your candidate for AORN Treasurer. As a current member of the Board of Directors, I have represented our members and contributed my voice and expertise in the boardroom regarding the organization's finances, growth, and sustainability for the future. While AORN has done a remarkable job through some turbulent times, we must remain diligent regarding our financial health. Retaining tenured board members with experience leading our association will be vital as we transition to a new CEO. I've also served on other boards, monitoring and leading their financial health. I have served as a member of AORN for 28 years, a past chair of the Nominating Committee, a past recipient of the Volunteer Leadership Award, and have been active in multiple roles within several chapters. As a perioperative director, I have the financial strength and business acumen to serve as treasurer. My work experiences include budgeting and developing budgets for new perioperative service lines, builds, and renovations. These experiences have prepared me well to serve you. As AORN Treasurer, I will continue to be your voice and will be transparent about how we allocate and search for new revenue resources while sustaining growth. I will work closely with our CFO to ensure that funds are used wisely to meet our members' needs. Our members will always be front and foremost in my decision-making. The key qualities to be your treasurer are integrity, ethics, honesty, a strong sense of accountability, and transparency in financial reporting and decision-making. I am detail-oriented and will pay close attention to budgets and financial details to keep our association strong. I am an innovator who wants to engage members, but will also continue to engage in boardroom discussions for the betterment and growth of our association. I will lead by focusing on our priorities and will always make you, the members, my highest priority. Through the results of the Limelight Project, the board voted to lower the standard membership rate to incentivize membership renewal and encourage new members to join AORN. We must continue to explore AI strategies and be a leader for the future. Perioperative nurses are known for embracing cutting-edge technologies. I will continue to vet these issues that impact you, our association, and future goals to ensure a strategic alignment with our members. This is a time of change, and I will adapt to changing circumstances by seeking input and information from diverse sources. Leadership is not about a title or a designation. It's about inspiration, influence, and impact. I have those qualities and will use them to continue to make a difference for you. My name is Laura Gayton, and I respectfully ask for your vote.
Candidates for president-elect will be presented by Stella Yao.
Thank you, Melanie. Candidates for president-elect will have 5 minutes to present their speech. At this time, I will introduce Heidi Nanavati. Heidi, you may begin.
Good afternoon or good morning, AORN members and colleagues. It is an honor to be here today speaking to you as a candidate for the office of president-elect for AORN. AORN is the leading perioperative organization in the world for evidence-based practice, professional development, collaboration, and safe patient care. The mission and vision of the organization guides our practice through each phase of the perioperative journey, but it's the values that get to the heart of what the organization can do for its members and their patients: innovation, communication, achievement, quality, and DEI. As we gather today, we are united by our commitment to equitable, safe patient care, professionalism, and excellence. Perioperative nursing is the heart of the surgical experience, and it is essential that we continue to evolve, support one another, and navigate the challenges we face together. AORN gives us the opportunity to network across the globe, and we should better utilize this to support each other during these challenging times. Since the start of the pandemic in 2020, we have been faced with numerous challenges when it comes to perioperative patient care: lack of supplies, staffing shortages, and for some, a lack of caring about their profession anymore. We have seen a decline in the number of members truly caring about their professional growth and the organization. They have reprioritized their personal time and what is important to them outside of work. We need to reimagine the organization, bringing forward not just what they need, but what they want from AORN. What can we do to better serve them? In addition to staffing shortages, our profession continues to face other challenges. The integration of technology and ensuring patient safety through this ever-changing landscape, just to name a few. These issues are not just statistics or problems for facility management to solve. They are challenges that directly impact our members, patients, and organization, bringing new opportunities to AORN. Opportunities for the organization to develop new ideas and programs to support its members while generating revenue to continue its financial sustainability. Because without that, we will not be able to move this organization forward. Advances in technology present both challenges and opportunities. The rapid advancement of surgical equipment, robotic systems, and data management tools means that we must stay ahead of the curve. Continuous training is vital, and it can also be overwhelming. We must focus on creating an environment that we embrace change as a time for growth, not as an obstacle. AORN can use this as an opportunity to collaborate with our industry partners on making tools to ease learning about the latest and greatest that they have out there for safe patient care, along with all the advances with the use of AI. Finally, patient safety, which will always remain at the forefront of our work. We must constantly assess our practices and procedures to ensure that we are minimizing risk and preventing errors. Safety is not just about protocols, but it's about building a culture of accountability, teamwork, communication, and having the tools and resources available to promote safe patient care. All AORN can provide. Our focus should be on addressing these challenges head on. I would like to see us continue to provide resources that support training through our robust Periop 101 programs and eGuidelines Plus, continuing to provide a sustainable work environment for new members and perioperative nurses. Foster collaboration between disciplines to ensure that we are embracing new technologies in ways that improve patient outcomes and ensure that patient safety remains at the core of everything we do. Through continuing to provide toolkits and education for our members and new perioperative nurses to use at the bedside. AORN is a member organization, but it is also a business. Without being a successful business, we do not have the funds to provide the necessary tools to support the members, whether it be at the bedside or in their chapter, state council, and specialty assembly work that they do. Having run an orthopedic private practice for the past 4 years, in addition to my 4 years in the boardroom, 2 serving as your treasurer, I feel I have the business fortitude and acumen to move the organization forward, ensuring sustainable growth. I am an open listener, strong communicator, and have integrity to continue to lead this organization. All this to best serve our members with resources for professional development and the tools that they need to provide safe patient care. Together, we can build a future where our perioperative practices thrive, our members are supported, and every patient receives the care that they deserve. The possibilities are endless. Thank you for your time and your commitment to AORN. I humbly ask for your support. Thank you.
At this time, I will introduce David Reinhardt. David, you may begin.
Greetings. My name is David Reinhardt, and I'm honored to be on the 2025 ballot for president-elect. Thank you for giving me the next 5 minutes to listen to my statement. The last 9 months, I've had the opportunity to attend multiple AORN conferences and symposiums and meet many of our members. There are many roles in perioperative services that's beyond the circulating role. For example, we have RNFAs, nurse educators, leadership, industry, and consultants, to name a few. No matter what state I was in or the role they performed, AORN members have 2 things in common. They love their career and they love their patients, but they don't love the bureaucracy or barriers they face every day in taking care of their surgical patient. OR nurses today face unprecedented challenges: staffing shortages, increased demand for OR efficiency, lack of surgical supplies, improving patient outcomes, tracking safe reports, orienting new employees, and embracing the latest technology, for example, AI. Although this environment sounds overwhelming, OR nurses are resilient and have a passion to protect their surgical patients. At morning huddles, I hear daily IT upgrades, putting more barriers between nurses and patient care. These upgrades are important to healthcare efficiencies. However, at what point do we ask ourselves which added tasks improves or impedes care to the patient on the OR table? AI is exciting but intimidating. When I talk with IT experts on implications and applications, they share with me they don't have a total grasp on it. However, AI will invite us to rethink how we will augment the healthcare delivery. It's morphing into many products. So where do we go from here? Perioperative nurses must be in the design and decision-making seat with innovative technology and operations that help workflow and improve patient safety. We must establish feedback mechanisms so perioperative nurses can continuously inform the stakeholders about the improvements in technology and workflow. Involvement, training, education will move our members forward with these new innovations. AORN was founded in 1949 to establish a national community of operating room nurses who sought to share best practices for patients undergoing surgery. Seeking best practices for our patients undergoing surgery has been my priority for 38 years of clinical practice. My career path includes scrubbing, circulating, charge, directing perioperative services, and my existing position of directing education across a large academic medical center. My experience as perioperative director prepared me to clinically and financially coordinate surgical activities, always keeping the perioperative patient and the OR nurses at my highest priority. AORN is experiencing a challenging market that requires an experienced leader to proactively move the organization in a positive direction. It's clear that AORN needs a leader who can not only navigate current challenges, but also capitalize on opportunities to drive growth and innovation. My present position of Director of Nurse Education has given me the privilege of designing evidence-based training programs that empower and strengthen our multi-generational OR workforce. Recognizing the importance of building a robust pipeline for our future nurses, I actively engage recruitment efforts starting in high schools, extending to technical colleges and baccalaureate programs. AORN members deserve a president-elect who is not only highly qualified, but also deeply committed to advancing our profession. That's me. Throughout my career, delivering high-quality patient care while achieving strategic objectives has always been my priority. Together, we can shape the future of perioperative nursing by fostering innovation, education, and collaboration. I'm an authentic leader that builds trust, fosters collaboration, and inspires others to bring their best selves to the table. I know the current issues facing AORN members. As president-elect, you can count on me to apply clinical and academic experience to represent perioperative nurses legislatively and administratively in the boardroom to promote our profession. I'm approachable and will always find time for you to share your concerns, but I also want to celebrate your accomplishments. My name is David Reinhardt, and I would appreciate your vote. Thank you.
Well, we hope that you have enjoyed hearing from each of our candidates and learning a little bit more about their goals. They have each done an outstanding job, and we want to thank you for coming and attending to hear their speeches today. Remember, voting will open on March the 5th, and it is our honor and responsibility to vote. We ask that you please participate in the voting process. We hope that you will all join us at the AORN Global Surgical Conference and Expo from April the 5th through the 8th, 2025 in Boston. During this conference, not only will you hear great education, but you will also have other opportunities to talk to each of these candidates. Candidates, we'd like to thank you for presenting your speeches to us today. And in a few moments, each candidate will be sent to their own breakout room. Members will be able to go to each breakout room and meet the candidates for each office. At this time, feel free to ask the candidate a question related to their work for AORN. We ask that the members visit as many rooms as possible. This will allow you the opportunity to get to know each candidate better. We will go over some ground rules within the rooms and give instructions as to how members can navigate to the different breakout rooms. AORN staff will be available to assist you with any technical questions our members or any technical questions that our members or candidates may have. Some of the ground rules are as follows. Please be respectful to the candidates and remain silent while they are speaking. Raise your hand if you would like to be recognized and to ask a question. Members are not required to ask a question while in the breakout room. You can simply just go in and listen to the responses. If multiple members are in a room, please allow all members to ask a question before asking a second or third question. If a member of the nominating committee comes into the room, we are there only to answer technical questions. Keep questions related to perioperative and healthcare issues, AORN strategies, regulatory compliance, and governmental legislation. Now, to get to a breakout room, click on breakout rooms in the menu at the bottom of your Zoom window. Select the candidate that you want to visit by clicking Join. If you want to switch rooms at any time and visit with a different candidate, you may do so. Click on Breakout Rooms in the menu at the bottom of your Zoom window and select your new destination in the breakout room list by clicking Join. Click on the blue Leave Room button in the lower right-hand corner of your Zoom window, and then you can select Leave the breakout room. The nominating committee would like to thank everyone for joining us today. It has been a pleasure to spend this time with you. The virtual meet and greet will end around 12 p.m. Mountain Time today. I'm sorry. You may now select a candidate for the virtual meet and greet and switch to someone else when you are ready. Are there any questions? If not, you may go ahead and click and visit in the breakout rooms. Thank you again for attending today.